Medicare, because y'all know that Medicare pays crazy residuals and renewals, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. So like, for years and years, the Alliance was like kind of life only, right? We do some life insurance, we added annuities, we added some different things. Well, one of our strategies, Kevin, was we were like, all right, let's get into this Medicare thing, but let's give away all the compensation. Let's give away as much as we possibly can, and let's trick the Medicare people into doing some life insurance too. We were like, let's just get it all the way, Carl. Yep. Get them in the other 9 months of the year where they're not doing AEP and all that. Let's just trick them into doing life insurance because they got to do something.
Exactly.
So, like, truth be told, that was our strategy. So from a recruiting and a building standpoint, y'all have a massive advantage when it comes to our Medicare compensation because you can go to Medicare people right now and be like, hey, Bo, check out what we got, and it'll help get them. All right. The other side of it is that we have a tiered structure. In a lot of Medicare organizations, it's a flat structure. Like the agency manager person can hire people and they can make an override and a spread on them. And I was talking to James O'Barr yesterday. He's like, bro, if we wanted to hire somebody in a different state, we had to get permission and go to this person and that person. It was a giant pain in the ass. In the Alliance, you can build a daggum three-dimensional triangle organization and build a business, build a Medicare business where you can just hire people and they're going to get paid. So we're going to explain what you would get paid off of, but also what you would get paid on overrides. All right, does everybody understand the difference between a commission and an override? Let's explain it just in case you don't. An override is a commission you earn off of somebody else's work. So that's like I call it like a referral fee from the insurance company. Okay, and then your commission is what you earn for your active sales. Tracking me so far?
Right.
All right, we're getting paid on 4 buckets in Medicare. Bucket number 1, and if anyone's ever curious, like which buckets we're going to get paid on, it's on ARC. You click on Medicare, you click on Medicare, and then it's commissions are laid out. We know that if you mess with people's money, it makes them mad, so they're just like trying to lay it out there, like here's the damn commissions. There's nothing confusing about it. So this is a new Medicare enrollment, all right? You get paid more on a new enrollment their first time into Medicare. You get paid a little bit less if you're doing a plan-to-plan change. So we're gonna focus on the new Medicare enrollment, all right? So bucket number 1 is the commission bucket. Okay, this is standard in the Medicare world. Good luck reading my handwriting. You're just gonna have to remember that. Commission bucket. This is about $300.
It is.
So you're just straight up new enrollment. You're gonna get paid $300. The industry wide, like that's pretty consistent. That's a mandated number. Okay, and that's listed on that commission deal. So this is bucket number 1. This is also where your Alaska points come from.
I heard that.
All right, and also your trip next year too. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't actually know. I look like I'm in the loop, but I'm not. All right, bucket number 2. This is called your marketing allowance. 168. Does that sound right? I'm looking at this.
Yep.
185. That's even better. This is $185 on the 100% grid. What that means is if you're at a 100% contract, you make $185. If you're at a 55% contract, you take 55% times 185, that's what you're getting paid in addition to this number. If you're at 120%, you make 120 times 185. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right, that's how you do the math on that one, okay? Marketing allowance. Most other companies just keep the marketing allowance and they use it for marketing. We're giving it away, okay? We don't want it. We want you to have it because, again, the strategy, baby. This is the strategy. All right, we got this other thing called a training bonus.
Training what?
Training allowance. The training allowance is based on how many applications you write a year. If you write 1 application, I got bad news, you're not going to get the training allowance. Now, it starts, I think, at about 50 apps, and it's based on your entire team's volume. So if you're doing a lot of applications, we'll give you the full training bonus. The full training bonus, training allowance, is $135. Okay, so there's just different tiers on that one. Let's just say you're at 50%, so we give you 50% of the training allowance. That's a per app basis, so you're gonna make 50% of that 135. All right, the last thing you get paid on when it comes to Medicare is this thing called a health assessment. All right, it is free money, and it's going to vary in how much the carrier pays you. But essentially, you just do this survey with the carrier, and you can get paid an extra 80, 150 bucks. We're just gonna say 100 because that's an easy number, and that's about average on a Medicare deal. Okay, so that's the health assessment. Free money. You want to do it every single time. There's no reason not to. All right, we got any math wizards up in here?
4, 5,
720 minus about another 70, so let's call it 650. If you were at 100% training, it'd be about 720, which is street. Like you can beat anybody's contracts in America, 720, no joke.
Every application.
From a recruiting standpoint, you can smoke them, okay?
Yeah.
Even at 50% training, you will smoke them.
Yeah.
You will dominate. So if you were worried like, hey, are they paying a good comp? Yes, we're paying a damn good comp. And from a recruiting standpoint, that's how I would be thinking like, oh my God, build an organization. Now, let's talk about building an organization, what you get paid on. This is a state mandated number, so we can't give you an override on a state mandated $300 and some. That would be illegal. Way too pretty for jail. I'm not going. All right.
We don't want to see you there.
Yeah, me neither. We will pay you on the marketing allowance, so that's going to be a spread difference on the marketing allowance, and then also on the training allowance as well. Okay, so you can tap into these two buckets by building an organization and building a business. And you'll receive overrides off of the production that your team does, along with the volume. Okay? So, crazy opportunity for you as an agency manager, as somebody building an organization. You can be extremely competitive, and remember, like we're good with them doing Medicare, and you'll make some money on that. But the trick is, guys, we're trying to get them to do life insurance and supplements and annuities and all the other pillars of wealth that we have in the alliance, because it ain't one thing. We have so many different ways we can print money. This is just another additional strategy that we've got. Does anybody have any questions about how we make money, how we get paid when it comes to Medicare?
What about renewals?
Oh my God, I'm glad you asked. I almost forgot, Gustavo. What the hell's wrong with me?
This is why we ask questions.
Got my renewals chart. All right, so here's where it gets really exciting. I'm going to go over time, Ivy. Sorry, this is too good not to talk about. All right, so Gustavo asked a really good question about renewals.
That's right.
So in this same assumption, the renewal on a new person is going to be about $300
Woo.
What?
in perpetuity,
What is that perpetuity?
forever,
Oh.
A year?
Yeah.
or until they die. So your goal as somebody building an organization, building a book of business, is to keep said business on the books, because you continue to get that $300. So really, as an agent, you have to be a really solid quality agent and stay in touch with your clients and keep them in there, because y'all know AEP is going to be competitive. Somebody's going to call. And if you're their buddy, you're their friend, you're their person that they call, you're going to keep that business. And you might, kind of like Ivy or Gina was talking about earlier, you might move plans, you might change carriers, but that money's going to stay in your house.
Okay.
If somebody changes their company or changes their plan, your renewal goes away. So it's really, there's the customer service element of this is massive. You have to be a quality agent. You have to be on top of your clients, and you got to call them back and resell them, I guess, on why they should stick with you. Yeah.
$300 for a year for a client?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's paid out every month.
$25.
Yeah, the payout is a little bit, yeah, it's paid out every month. You'll usually get paid, like we pay you through the ARC when we get the data, but you're gonna get it in 3 chunks, and it's a little bit confusing. But as long as you track your policy numbers, they'll show up in the ARC. We're pretty good about it. Yeah, Robert.
Hey, Clay, what about if somebody already has their in Medicare and you